Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. Nice to see everybody here. I'm going to take a couple. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Take a couple of minutes. Nice to see everybody here. And shuffle these cards and then see where we're going to go. So I'm going to do a combination of three different tarot cards. I'm doing the Sacred Forest. I'm doing the Sacred Traveler. And I'm doing Messages from the Guides by James Van Praagh. Now there's so I'm going to say hello to, let's see, Marianne Harris, Miss Danielle, Tracy Kennedy, welcome. Aryan Gupta, welcome. Tracy Kennedy, welcome. Helen Mansell, welcome. Tanya Hikes, welcome. Now, everybody does tarot cards differently. Everybody's interpretation is based on how they feel with the cards, etc. So my interpretations may not be exactly the same as somebody else's that you've had readings from, perhaps. But I also will try at the end of doing the tarot cards for the person. I'm going to try and link to spirit to give a spirit message as well if I can. Usually they come around and they help, so we'll be in luck. So it is important that I can see your name. It is important that you place your comments in the comment box so I can see how we're doing, whether the information I'm giving you understand or not, whether the loved one in spirit you can praise. Dupre, welcome. Okay, so let's get going here. And I just need to do Dupre. Okay. Let's see where we're going to go to. Well, Tracy, I must have got your thought because you were the first person that reached out and grabbed me, so to speak. So the first deck that I'm using is a Sacred Forest. And then the Sacred Traveler. There's magic in the air, Tracy. The moon is very important. That you need that energy, the moon energy. My suggestion would be to, if you can go sit outside, go for a walk while the moon is up and shining. You can draw that energy from the moon and feel it rather than the sun. For some reason, you need the moon energy at this point in time. They're showing because for a while, it's like you've been caught in between, and like you're here, then you're there, then you're here, then you're there, and it's like you're not getting to where you want to go to where you want to be. And I feel that with drawing in this energy, this moon energy, you'll find that you start to take the right steps in determining where you're going, how you're doing it, and seeing that it works for you. Knowing that your truth may be different than somebody else's truth, but what you need to know, though, is your truth is right for you. Your truth is necessary. It's important. And I also feel, as I'm linking in here, I'm very much aware of a lady who comes in from Spirit, who would link to you on a family member tie. Someone like a mother, grandmother type individual. And I also feel with this lady, she has a number of other people around her in spirit that she's sort of keeping an eye on. Okay, that they all sort of want to make contact with you, but we don't have an hour and a half or more to make all that happen because there's a whole room of people. So there must be a lot of family members, friends, etc. in spirit. Friends of family, etc. I'm also getting December as a family birthday or anniversary. I also feel I want to say to you that as you open the door into the new year and walk through it, you're going to be surprised by the things that you are able to achieve in this new year coming. There's a great feeling of excitement. There's a great feeling of this build-up for seeing things come about, things that you've planned, things that you've wanted to see happen, starting to fall into place, starting to happen. There's also a feeling of healing around you. I'm not sure whether it's specifically you or somebody around you, but there is, I'm being given healing here, and a lot of green, which to me has always been the color for healing. I also want to give you March as a family birthday or anniversary. Can you place this information, Tracy? Hopefully. Yes, you can. Okay, thank you. And I'm just going to say a quick hello to Mina, to Harry, to Kelly, to Jeanette, to Barbara. Welcome. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy the time we spend together today. Okay, so back to Tracy. Just know, Tracy, that things are definitely in the works for you, and you're going to be very happy with the results. I also feel that you're going to find that I don't know, have you been having problems with one of your arms for some reason? I feel more like the elbow area for some reason around you. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really prescribe or anything like that. But I do feel I want to say, you might want to consider temporarily just sort of getting one of those elbow wraps, just to temporarily give it some release and some help. And I hope this has made all sense to you. And I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you and thank you for joining us today. Hello, Kelly. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards again and get ready for the next person that seems to... Hello, Patricia. And Jeanette. Well, welcome, Nina, and nice to see you here. Um, Rebecca, welcome. Tracy says, thank you for looking forward to the new beginnings. Bless. Thank you. And you're welcome, Tracy. Now, I'm also going to be starting a healing book. So if anyone is in need of healing or knows anyone that's in need of healing, just go to my webpage, my Facebook page, and leave me a message that you're interested in this healing for this person, this name or that name, whether it be a person or an animal, etc. I'll add them to the book and do the prayers every night for the individuals. Because I think it's something that we can all do. It's something we all have the ability to do, the same as we are all in our own way able to develop our own, to some degree or another, our okay, so let's go and see where we're going now. Okay, I'm going to go to Jody, please. Jody Jenkins, if you're still here. Okay, so as we draw in here and we choose the 3 cards for you. Oh, nice. Oops. Shuffle these again. Okay, so the first card, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, is the Dragon card, which is the card of power. I don't know whether you have fascination for dragons or not, but there is a feeling that this power, okay, is necessary in your life. You're needing a major recharge in your life for some reason. You're needing all the doorways to open up because it seems like you've been closed in, a feeling of not going forward, not going backward, just sort of stationary. And I hope you can understand this, Jody. Also a feeling that there's somebody around you that you've been wanting to, if I can put this properly or easily, that you've been wanting to tell them what for, but you've been holding yourself back for a number of different reasons. And thank you. They're saying there are ways to say it without being nasty. And I know you understand this. There are ways to say it that'll hit home better than any other way. So there's a feeling of wanting to say to you, follow your gut and go for it, okay? Enough crap is enough crap, okay? Sorry, but that's the way that this person in spirit is saying here. They're saying that you put up with enough crap over the last couple of years, okay, that it's time now that you got moving. It's time that you got to be able to choose your path, not somebody else choosing your path for you. Does this make sense to you, Jody? You get it, okay. And I don't know who the gentleman is that's in spirit that connects to you, but I'm sensing a male individual, someone who would be somewhere around 5'8", 5'9", somewhere in that. It's hard to tell heights on spirit. Sometimes they show themselves as how they were when they passed, as opposed to, wait a minute, let's get this straight here. Sometimes when a spirit passes, they choose the age that they want to appear as, okay? But when they come back, usually to give a message or whatever, they assume that appearance or sensation of the way you would remember them. So 36 years, yucky. Okay, that's too bad. Well, we have to see what we can do about that for you then, don't we? Because spirit is anxious. Spirit is anxious to get you moving as well. But you know, there are certain conditions within you or things within you that you also need to change, okay? That not everything is bright and sunny and such. There's a few little darky corners there, but they can all be cleared up and gotten rid of and get you moving in the right direction. And I see you on a boat, just sort of floating down a lazy little river, but I think it's more symbolic than literal. And I feel like this is how you're going to feel. You're going to find that you're moving. Now, you're not moving really fast, but you are excuse me, you are picking up steam, so to speak. And I hope, I hope you can place an individual that would have passed as a result of pneumonia, please. At first I thought it was COPD, but it's not. It's pneumonia that I'm feeling in the chest area here, the lungs. That would have been the cause of their passing. Your nanny, okay. Thank you. Because she's here and she's wanting to let you know that she's there for you. She's there. She's got your back, so to speak. I don't know whether she was a bit of a tyrant when she was here, but I get that sort of feeling with her that she was definitely a person who I don't know how to put this. She's definitely a person who knew. No, that's not the right word. Come on. Give it to me straight here. Okay, come on. Okay. She's definitely a person who could stand her ground when necessary. She definitely could speak her mind when necessary. And I feel with you as well that, as I said earlier, that it is time. Okay, it is time. I'm also getting, what is it? October. Okay, October. Okay, for some reason, I'm getting October the 19th with you. So coming up in 4 days. Watch for something developing around you at that point. Very definitely a feeling of being satisfied afterwards. Yes, she didn't take any. That's right. I also get the impression of that I want to say to you that I want to take you into the month of February for a family birthday, anniversary, or a passing. I also feel I almost feel like I want to say to you, there's a little girl that comes to you, and I'm not sure whether she's family or how she connects, but I get the feeling of blonde, very young. But I feel that if she wasn't a family member, then it's definitely a symbolic situation then where sometimes you have to be like a child. Sometimes you have to let the tears fall. Sometimes you have to let them run down the face in order to heal. And there's a number of reasons why things have gone on and have happened the way they have happened. And I'm not sure whether you have a belief in reincarnation or not. I do, and I've proven it a number of times within my own lifetime. But I feel there's a number of situations, trials, tribulations, etc., that have been carried over from a previous life, that if you can get into a regular sort of meditation type feeling, and put out there that you want to know what's going on there, you want to know, you want to remember, you want to sense, or at nighttime before going to sleep to remember, you'll start to get a hint as to some of these conditions, and you then will be able to clear them up with no problem whatsoever. Just know, Jody, that yes, there are better days ahead. And yes, your Nana will be right there beside you, helping you along the way. Okay. And I'll leave that with you and say, bless you. And she gives you a single red rose as well, as a token of her love. I'll leave that with you and say, bless you. Okay. So let's see who else has come on. We can say hello to a few more people here while I Lisa Huber, Amy Louise, Roseanne, Jade, Nettie, Fiona, Annalie, Claire, Catherine, Maureen, okay, now, before I pick somebody next, there's something I want to... I have a feeling of a spirit that I want to go to somebody, but I'm not being shown as to who it is. So I'm going to ask you to listen. If you can place this individual, please put in the comments right away that you can place them. I feel I have a young male individual. I feel he's looking for trying to find his mother, who is on here. He feels like, I feel it's not been a lot of years since his passing. I feel it's fairly recent, within the last year, maybe. It's hard to put a timing on it. So hopefully somebody can place this young lad for me. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't look like Hi, Tanya, and thank you for joining us today. And anybody else that I haven't mentioned, I apologize that I haven't mentioned your names. I do. Sorry. Okay, so it looks like this young lad's mother, for some reason, has not been able to make it, even though they may have been wanting to at some point, but they haven't made it. So, okay, so let's see where we're going. Just doing a quick shuffle here. Now, I do offer readings, private readings, through either Zoom or Messenger. If interested, you can look me up on my Facebook page. I have a couple of actually Facebook pages. You can always check me up on Stephen Welling, Spiritual Medium Extraordinaire. Somebody decided that I should use that, so I did. So, and then just contact me there, and we can make arrangements for letting you know the pricing and timing and such as well. Okay, so let's go up here and see where we're drawn to go to. Okay, so I'm going to go to Miss Danielle from Australia. Okay. If you're still here, if you can let me know in the comment box, Miss Danielle. Okay, I guess she's had to leave. Tanya, I'm in Ontario. And And Rebecca's watching from Malta. How nice. Okay, let's see here. Now, let's go to... Where did you go? I just saw a name and I want to... Catherine Johnston, please, if you're still here. If you can let me know in the message, in the chat box that you're still here. Catherine, please. Yes, you're still here. Good. Thank you. Okay. So, interesting. Okay. So the first card we got was the card of strength, the card of the ancient oak spirit, which is the card of strength. There's a need for strength. There's a need to be strong. There's a need to feel that strength coming in. The other card was the rejuvenating rain. So you're standing in a rainfall and you're being rejuvenated. You're being recharged, reboiled, so to speak. That you're finally able to clear the past, heal the present, and be ready for the future. In other words, a number of conditions which have been bugging you for a while are now on the way out. Okay. That as this rain comes down and flows through you and around you, you start to feel the energy. You start to feel the excitement. You start to feel and see the rainbow at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. And I feel very much with you and around you, an individual that comes to you from spirit, excuse me, who had a great deal of turmoil and conditions within the abdominal area of the body. I feel it feels female to me. It feels like somebody who would have been I hate putting ages on ladies. I'm just going to say she feels as if she would have been somewhere in her 70s. Excuse me. Can you place this lady at all, Catherine? I feel that this lady very definitely there was a lot of pain. My mom was 91, but only looked in her 70s. Okay, thank you. A lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, but as soon as she passed, that condition disappeared. That was gone. She was fine. Okay, she's fine. I don't know whether she liked to dance when she was younger, but I see her out on the dance floor with somebody and she's tying up a storm. So she's well recovered from her period of illness. Sometimes it takes a little while for spirit when they pass to get rid of the dredges of the physical conditions that have happened. in their life. Um, and so there is sort of spiritual healing going on that went on. Okay. Now, I also get the feeling that I want to say, yes, she loved dancing. I almost feel as if I want to say that she also would have had a sister who's in spirit, because I feel a lady met her when she passed. When your mom passed, I feel this lady who gave me the impression of a sister met her and helped her over to the other side. You understand, Catherine? And I don't know who Billy is, but Billy, the name Billy just got called from spirit as well. Um, yes, her sister is in spirit. Okay. So this is the lady that was there when your mom passed to help guide her to the other side. I firmly believe that everyone is met by spirit when they pass, whether they pass of old age, illness, accident, um, their self. I feel they are met and welcomed home, so to speak. No, you can't place a Billy. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you just hang on to that name and think on it. Um, because it may not be a family member, it may have been a friend of the family that somehow you, a friend or a friend of your mother's. There's also an Elizabeth or Betty being called out. And I'm also getting the, oh, that's a different name. I'm hearing, can you place the name of Siobhan, please? Whether this person, I'm not sure whether this person is um, in spirit or not, but I've heard the name Siobhan being called. And it was funny because it reminded me of somebody that I knew many, many, many years ago. And okay, so just be aware of that. Know that there seems to be a time of confidence, a time of you possessing more confidence within yourself, a knowledge that you are exactly where you were meant to be. You are following the path that you were meant, that you set up for yourself to follow. I also am hearing September, March, and July as family birthdays or anniversary. It's an Irish name. Yes. Okay. Now, sometimes in messages, in readings, more than one person can take information from what's coming, because there's we have such a limited time. We can't get to everybody. So spirit has a way of maneuvering situations so that it can apply to more than one person at times. So if something I'm saying applies to you as well, folks, accept it as well. Know that your loved ones also are trying to get through. Okay. Um, Now, I think yes, all of the months. Okay, thank you. Now, also, now I think I saw that you were, let me go back up here for a second. I just want to check something. Where are you? Okay. Well, Now, never having been to the UK, but I am coming over in April. I'm feeling drawn. Where are we going? Okay, so we have Scotland up here, and we have England and Wales and and Ireland. I can't tell what it is. I know it's on the border, just on the border of Ireland and where is it? A connection here. Okay, it's got to be Scotland, and I don't even know whether Scotland and Ireland border on each other or not. But that's what I'm being shown here. I'm being shown Scotland, and I'm being shown Ireland, and a connection for somebody that would have lived somewhere close to that border. Hopefully, this makes sense to you. Yes, they are. Okay. Okay. All of a sudden, I saw a lady's purse, and I saw them open the purse, look in, and I got a shocked look on their face that they could see all this money. So, for what it's worth, watch for an influx of some sort of financial. You got married in Scotland, okay? Watch for an influx in the financial area. That in some way it's going to be of benefit to you to do something else that you want to do. And I don't know whether you've been considering taking a journey somewhere, but I do get a suitcase being packed with you and some sort of trip of some sort. And I'm going to leave that with you, Catherine, and say bless you and thank you. And I hope I've been of some help today for you. Okay, so now we're going to go to let's see here. Let's see where Spirit wants me to go to. I never know ahead of time. Sometimes I wish they would give me all their names right ahead of time, and then because I know that they know who's going to be on and who's not going to be on, usually. Okay, now as I was just shuffling the cards with my eyes closed, so I really wasn't seeing the comments. I kept getting the impression that I wanted to go to somebody that had a connection to India, to somebody who had a connection to a lady who would have passed away while in India. And I don't know if this is URN Gupta or not. If it's you, can you place a lady that would like mother-in-law, grandma that would have passed while she was in India, while she lived in India, please. Because it's definitely somebody that passed there and not, like, say, in the UK or in the States or Canada or anything. It was definitely a passing, your grandma. Okay, then it's definitely you I want to come to, if I may, because I feel, as I'm sensing this woman's presence here, I feel that I want to speak about a woman who had a great deal of love for her family. A woman who loved to cooking with food was food. Um, and I feel there's also a gentleman, and now I got a feeling that I may be talking about her spouse as well, because they seem connected, they seem close together, and I feel that this couple comes here today. Hopefully it makes sense to you if I said to you, it's going to be all right. It really and truly is going to be all right. Does that comment make sense to you? Like, I can't bring it out into the open, or her spouse is alive. Okay, would she have had a brother then that she would have been close to? Because it's definitely a male and it's definitely connected to her. Yes, makes sense. Okay. Because she's very firm in the knowledge that it's going to be all right. And I get the impression that she would be there to help anybody that she could. She would be there to cook up a storm for somebody that didn't have any food, even though she may not have had a lot herself, in the feeling that I'm getting. But I feel I want to bring to you the month of March and April as family birthdays or anniversaries. Oh, so the male is your dad. Okay, that makes sense then. So March and April is family birthdays, anniversaries, or the month of passings. I also want to go to August the 22nd as an important date, memory date for some reason here with her. Now, okay, that's straight. Okay, who are you? Come on, show yourself. I have somebody now that being shown, and I almost feel as if they would have passed in an accident of some sort. I almost feel like I want to go to like a vehicle accident of some sort. Now I want to go back a number of years with this person. And yet it doesn't, I don't know if this makes sense. It doesn't surprise me. Like, it doesn't, like, for some reason, as if this person was always meant to die at an earlier age than an old age. No one that I know of accident. Now, this is definitely something that's already happened and not something that's about to happen. So you can don't worry about that. Now I'm hearing the initial of M being called in connection to this accident. Um, I definitely get the feeling that it was connected to the family. Now, not necessarily related to the family, but connected to the family, friends, whatever. So I'm going to ask that you check with family and friends to see where this fits, because it's also important in a sense that um, that the truth be told. Okay, truth is very important. Okay, um, truth of self, truth of spirit, and the truth that you follow. Okay, your own sense of truth. Okay, which is important. Um, The second card is also discovering truth, which is really quite interesting. You get two cards that are, so it reinforces that aspect of the truth. Okay, it is very important that you always try to be as truthful as you possibly can, even though the truth sometimes may hurt. Sometimes it's very necessary. Okay, and I feel also there's coming a situation coming up. Um, Looks like it's towards the latter part of November of this year, where someone is going to be asking you to do something for them. And I feel it's not a financial thing or anything like that. It's some sort of help that they need or are requiring. And at first you're going to think, well, do I really want to? Do I really need to do this because this person has family and whatever? But they're saying, Spirit is saying, yes, help them. It's important. It'll be important that you help them. Um, okay, all right. So now I'm going way back in the family to a male individual who would have been. I'm getting sort of like a military type feeling. Okay, um, battles, wars, skirmishes. Um, that sort of impression with this individual. And not only is it literal, but I also feel okay, hopefully you can place someone who would have passed during um the Boer War. That's what I'm getting, which is like South Africa area, for some reason. Um, I feel um, as I'm feeling this like this sort of skirmish going on. I feel that this individual. I don't believe yes, they would have. They would have passed. They would have died as a result of that. Um, and they're saying here that you are to watch for the 15th of April, 2025, as a very important special day coming up around you. There will be reason to celebrate. And I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you and thank you for allowing me to work with you and yours in spirit. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's see where we're going to go now. I better hurry up and do one right away. Okay. That one. We're just going to shuffle this one here. Oop. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this out to the general. And I'm going to suggest that you probably won't want to acknowledge this because you don't want other people knowing what's going on in your life. But there's somebody here that has been involved in a relationship for a great number of years. It's very definitely a toxic relationship. Very definitely a relationship that needs to be released and let go of. There are people around you that will help you. There are people around you that are there waiting for you to ask for that help. Faith says it's you. Okay. So ask them for the help and they will help you. They will help you get rid of that situation and help you then to heal from that situation. It is crucial that it be resolved as soon as possible. Okay, before it gets worse. I get a feeling of I almost want to say like a brother in spirit. Do you have a brother in spirit, Faith? Please. Because I get the impression of a male individual that steps in here in this situation, and he's ready to take the that individual on. Okay, because if they were here, they would beat the crap out of them. But and spirit can't do that. Okay, obviously, but okay, your husband is in jail and on very serious charges, and I don't know what to believe. He's abusive, but I love him so much. Okay, so there's very definitely Faith, very definitely toxic. You do need, please, please, please try and get yourself out of that situation. Walk away from it. It is in your best interest. It is in your well-being, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Okay, it's important. You've got to discard this, okay, as soon as possible. And as I said, there's a lot of people and organizations around you that will help you do that, okay? Because you need to do it. Okay, Faith, you need to do it. Please listen. If you don't listen to anything else I say or anybody else ever says to you, please, please, please follow through on this. Let those that want to help you and are able to help you open the doorway for you so you can walk through that doorway and not look back. Okay? Because when you look back, that's when there's a problem. But you know something? I'm not going to say whether this person is innocent or guilty of whatever. That's not for me to decide, to determine. Okay? And I won't. Okay? I know you have children from your comment. It is important for you and these children, okay, that you take that walk, that you walk out the door, so to speak. So please really consider doing it and let me know how you make out, please, because I would like to know. And I'll leave that with you and say bless you and thank you. Okay, so looks like we've come to the end of a time. And we have at 9:30, Larkin is on. So please join Larkin at that time. I'll be back on again. I think it's next week. Next Tuesday. Let's have a look here for me quickly for a second here. Calendar. No. Looks like it's the. Oh, no, it's not. Looks like it's the 29th of October. So I'll be back on then. Thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure working with you and your loved ones in spirit. I'll see you all again soon. Good night.